With more than 50,000 members, the National Federation of the Blind is the largest and most influential membership organization of blind people in the United States. The NFB improves blind people's lives through advocacy, education, research, technology, and programs encouraging independence and self-confidence. It is the leading force in the blindness field today and is the voice of the nation's blind.
Hi, my name is Malia Jensen, and I am an Education Program Assistant for the National Federation of the Blind Jernigan Institute. I am here and able to do what I do because of the National Federation of the Blind, because of the training that I've received at the Louisiana Center for the Blind, which is one of our NFB training centers, and blind people in the NFB who have mentored me and encouraged me to go out and pursue my dream. I got the education and skills needed to be a blind professional because of the National Federation of the Blind. Help me ensure that blind youth and students have the same opportunities. Make your bid for excellence today.
Our purpose is to promote the vocational, cultural, and social advancement of the blind, to achieve the integration of the blind into society on a basis of equality with the sighted, and to take any other action which will improve the overall condition and standard of living of the blind.
As we look back on this year, one of the things that we're most grateful for is the arrival of our daughter Kayla. And just like with parenthood in general, being blind parents comes with its own set of challenges as well.
When most people find out that both Mary Jo and I are blind, they ask a couple of pretty regular questions. One, who's going to help us raise our child? And two, is Kayla going to be blind also? Mary Jo and I are fortunate to be members of the National Federation of the Blind, where we've learned a positive attitude about blindness, and with proper skills and training that we can compete on terms of equality. And that excellent attitude is one that we're going to pass on to Kayla to believe in blind people.
Science at the nanoscale is so small that no one can see it. Usually data collected about objects at the nanoscale is represented in visual images for scientists to study. The scientists and students working in the nanotrack at the NFB Youth Slam figured out many ways to represent the raw data so blind students could participate fully in nanoscience. Perhaps one of the students in the track will become a scientist who work at the nanoscale.
I'm Ed Jackson, a U.S. Army veteran of the Vietnam and Gulf War eras. I lost my sight in May of 2005. I have to admit that I was scared, angry, and confused. It was a life-altering experience. I enrolled in a 12-month training program that was transformational. I acquired experiences and learned techniques and skills that allowed me to regain my old lifestyle.
Blind people have taken control of their lives and rewritten the book on success and independence. If liability is a camouflage for barriers, we will tear down the barriers ourselves and teach each other. You can help us to expand horizons for blind students to a path that will free them from the bonds of poverty. Our goal is to educate not only blind children, but their parents and teachers to let them try new things. Let them feel their strength and develop the confidence that will take them wherever they choose in their futures. For the first time, young blind students could meet successful blind adults who could teach them how to be successful, how to think outside the box. Just because no one has performed a job using alternate techniques, it doesn't mean it can't be done or shouldn't be done by a blind person. In 2008, a young man learned about an innovative mentoring program called Rocket On. It was being taught by blind adults to blind students. Mentoring is a developmental partnership through which one person shares knowledge, skills, information, and perspective to foster leadership. We will bring up to 12 students to a summer camp or school facility where they can spend a full weekend, 2 days and 3 nights, working with blind mentors to learn about chemistry, to learn accessible chemical techniques, and to learn from their mentors that will make them more successful blind people. This camp took place in 2011, and it was a genuine success. Watching instructors, mentors, and students learn together was wonderful, and the best part was seeing the 10 initially timid blind high school students enter the camp afraid to touch anything chemistry-related and leave with the confidence that they could be scientists. Your support is vital to the success of our 2012 chemistry camp taking place at the Robb Hill Campgrounds in the San Francisco Presidio. When you give $1,000, you will make it possible for 2 San Francisco blind students to attend chemistry camp and learn from successful blind adults that they can do anything with the proper education and training. Your contribution of $500 can pay for the cost of transportation and campsite fees, and your contribution of $250 can help pay for the cost of meals for chemistry camp participants. The purpose of the San Francisco chapter of the National Federation of the Blind of California shall be to advance the general welfare of the blind, to function as an integral part of the National Federation of the Blind, to serve as a vehicle for collective action by the blind of San Francisco, to operate as a mechanism through which the blind and interested sighted persons can come together to plan and carry out programs to improve the quality of life of the blind, to provide a means of collective action for parents of blind children, to forward the interest of blind students and provide them with a means of joint action and expression, to promote the vocational, cultural, and social advancement of the blind, to achieve the integration of the blind into society on a basis of equality with the sighted, and to take any other action which will improve the overall condition and standard of living of the blind.
I would like to be a policeman. What I want to be when I grow up is an astronaut. I want to be a race car driver when I grow up.